All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mastering Marketing. My name is Ben Sturdivant. I am the Chief Operating and Chief Marketing Officer with Elite CEOs. And we are here every Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific, to bring you little snippets of marketing information that's going to help you grow your business. Today, I'm going to be talking about headlines, giving you some examples and some templates that are taken from some of our best lead magnets. Before I get started, I do want to give you a little bit of a refresher because I think that the most common place that people get stuck when it comes to copy, I don't know what to say, Ben. I'm not sure, how to say it. Ultimately, where headlines come from is you solving problems for your prospect. Okay, it's very simple. So I've done past trainings. By the way, we're streaming to multiple places. So if you do have a question, type it in down below. I will get a notification and I'll do my best to try to answer it. But so if I'm going to tell you to go search, you may not search if you're in a group that it's not in, a past training I've done, I apologize. But I've done numerous trainings on creating lead magnets and this problems to solutions grid. I'm going to go over it really quickly here, but if you want some more detailed training, you might be able to find that somewhere else. So problems to solutions grid, very simple. I'm using weight loss as an offer here. So someone offers a weight loss, coaching program. Basically, there's usually three components: healthy eating, exercise plan, and some kind of personal coaching, probably some kind of community, access as well. But within each of these, there's going to be problems, objections, hurdles that your prospects are going to need to overcome before they make a decision to join with you. So what I recommend that you do is I take the components of your offer, the three core pillars or the core pillars of your offer, and try to list out all the objections or concerns, issues, the roadblocks, things standing in the way from getting people to join. Also the things that people really want to attain and go, achieve, but what may be keeping them from doing it. Those are the problems, right? So on a Google spreadsheet, just very simple, on one column, all the problems, and then on the right hand side, you're going to do all of the solutions. So it looks like this. So let's say I'm talking about grocery shopping. Okay, that's a problem that people have. People think that it's too overwhelming. They don't know what to buy. So they just don't do it, right? So what if you had some sort of done for you shopping list that you send weekly? Would that be attractive to them? Or maybe they think that eating healthy is too expensive. Well, what if you had a lead magnet that talked about how to eat healthy for less than $7 a day, something like that? So again, I'm not going to dive into too much of this because I want to go through the headline examples and how to structure them and sort of the psychology behind using them and that sort of, but this is how I come up with our headlines, really, is just identifying the problems, identifying the things that our clients or our potential clients are trying to achieve. And that's how we do it. Okay. So there you go. That is our little thing on that. All right, so you can see this. Yeah, you should be able to. Okay, so high converting headline templates. And don't worry, I am going to give you access to a PDF of this. If you want it, just let me know in the comments and I will give you access to it. Okay. But so very simple. Let's go through, probably the most common ones that we've used. How to X without Y. So I'll give you some examples. How to get washboard abs without doing a single sit-up. Now, let me be very clear. The examples I'm given, no thought was given into any of your market. I've not done any target market research, so I'm not saying you should use these specific headlines. Let me be very clear on that. You know your market better than anyone. These are just examples, okay? How to meet single men without speed dating or hanging out in bars, or if you wanted to do how to meet single women without cheesy headlines or without cheesy pickup lines. How to invest in real estate with no money down, right? We could go on and on. How to get leads without spending a fortune. It's the how-to without why. How to X without Y. Okay. So you need X right now, or you need X, comma, right? Wrong. So address a common belief and then create massive curiosity by basically talking against it. So like, drinking 3 liters of water is healthy, right? Wrong. And then, you're offering a solution to achieve it. You could do, you need hundreds of leads per day, right? Wrong. What you need are the best quality leads, and we're going to show you how to do it. You need hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest, right? Wrong. You only need this, right? You need X, right? Wrong. X ways to Y. So this is a really common one. This is probably one of the most, all-time classics of all. Very effective still for us, 7 ways to eat healthy on a budget. So this kind of goes back to what I was just talking about with your problems to solutions grid. You can create headlines based off of those. So I mentioned this, right? So if you feel like, people feel like they can't afford to eat healthy, there you go. There's your lead magnet. There's your headline, your little masterclass training video, whatever you're going to do. That's your opt-in page. And then they opt in. And then on the VSL page, you show them the 7 ways to eat healthy. And then you tie in your offer. Boom. That's how that's how simple pitching a high ticket offer can be. Guys, you don't need to overcomplicate this. 3 ways to create passive income in real estate. 5 ways to meet single women in Miami. Okay. Tanner probably has 20, although he's off the market now, so that we won't talk about that. But anyway, so we could go on and on. Where to find why, where to find the best clients, where to find the best vegan meals while dining out. Sorry. I would also throw in where to find why without. Okay. So you could throw in, and you could kind of mix and match. So where to find the best clients online without spending a lot of money, where to, find the best vegan meals without, slaving away in the kitchen, or again, it would be okay to add a without in there. I probably should have thrown that in there. So how to stop joint pain forever, right? How to never pay, another cent in tax. How to eliminate investing fees, how to, eliminate high ad costs or high cost per leads, or you name it. How to eliminate X works works really well. What you should never. This is a great one because people are they obviously want to know what they shouldn't do, right? That's the kind of the fear of loss, and is what I feel is more significant than the fear of getting something, attainment. Okay, so what you should never say to a woman on your first date. What you should never do when trying to win over a prospect. What you should never do when you're launching a Facebook ad. What you should never do when you're starting your first investment. Again, you could go on and on. Say goodbye to X. And then your X is some sort of frustration or pain point that they have. So say goodbye to calorie counting and hour-long cardio sessions. Say goodbye to not having enough leads in your inbox every day. Say goodbye to say goodbye to never having enough money in your bank account. Say goodbye to never knowing what to do with your investments. Say goodbye to never knowing what to do, or say goodbye to bad Airbnb clients. Maybe you coach Airbnb hosts, something like that. The truth about why. The dirty truth about fish oil revealed. And you could literally replace fish oil with any food because there's pretty much anything out there. The truth about flossing only after you've brushed your teeth. The truth about investing the truth about investing Wall Street doesn't want you to know. The truth about lead generation that most coaching gurus don't want you to know. Again, have you been doing X wrong, and does it really matter? This is a good one. Have you been tracking calories correctly, and does it matter? Have you been running ads to the wrong market, and does it really matter? So those are probably that's probably a good start. Again, I'll make the PDF a line for your prints. I see you requested there. I'll get that to you as soon as I can. But while I'm thinking about it, let me do this. Let me down this as a PDF. There we go. And I will get that to you as soon as I'm done here. But why do I have so many? This is a common question. Well, probably 3-4 years ago, you could run ads, you could put content out about this, one thing, and you just run with that over and over and over again. It doesn't work that way anymore. You need fresher content. So especially if you're doing, stuff on, if you're doing, whether you're doing paid ads or organic, you need fresh content. So this strategy, the problem to solutions grid that I showed you, is a great strategy to create content. So, because each one of those, let me bring it back up. Each one of these, literally, you could break down even further. In fact, I think in this training at one point I did that. Yeah. So here's eating healthy, right? I took each component, grocery shopping, too expensive, each one of those problems, and you could break them down into further content. So you should be able to create an endless amount of content using that problems to solutions kind of concept. And then for things like your two steps, as you're, if you're doing things on social, you say, hey, how'd you like to get my, how to invest in real estate with no money down free training? Comment, or DM me, invest in the comments, something like that. In our Elite360 system, you can automatically set that to reply to someone when they send you a specific DM. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Elite360, you can go to tryelite360.com. You can start a 7-day free trial, and you can see what I'm talking about. So in using these things with your 2 steps, your 5 guys posts, things like that, you've got to stay fresh. Otherwise, your followers are going to see the same thing over and over again. When we send out email, we'll do like an email text kind of combo, and obviously we can't send the same thing over and over again. So if you're struggling with ways to create call to action to get people to take you up on an offer, sometimes you just need to refresh it. And a lot of you already have this content. It's probably in your training portals. You have PDFs, you have meal plans, you have investing cheat sheets. You have so many different things, relationship tips, life coaching tips, leadership tips. There's so many things that you have in your content already. You can turn these into great 2 steps. And if you guys aren't familiar with what a 2-step is, a 2-step is just a very simple, like I said, you do a social post on your following or send out an email or text to your list, and you say, hey, if you want this, fill in the blank, reply, comment, DM, whatever. It's just asking them to take some kind of action. I would not recommend just having them click on a link and go to a page. I would recommend them engaging with you. I think that's a much better, so you can have that conversation with them. It's a much better way to convert them into an appointment if you can have that conversation. Because what you can do, let's say that I give, we put this out there, how to invest in real estate with no money down, and we say DM us the word invest. We set up in our Elite360 system to have it automatically reply with a PDF to say, hey, great, here's a link to, or the training. Here's a link to the training. And they can go there, they can register for it, opt in, and all that stuff, which is great. But now our messaging team can follow up with that person and say, hey, we just wanted to make sure that you got access to the training. Did you? Right? Start a conversation. They reply back, yes, I did. Great. How would you like it? How long have you been investing? Right? So it just opens the door for having a conversation. And that conversation is literally what we build our entire business off of. It's our conversion conversation system. We've literally helped people make millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in their businesses by teaching them that messaging philosophy. And there's ways that you can do it without being, calling, hey, what's new in your world, right? And using the cheesy, connections. You can offer people value. You can offer people lots of really cool things. So if you're struggling with coming up with content, use this strategy and it's going to help you. Okay. All right, guys. That's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. I'll get this PDF in the groups as soon as I can. Have a great day.